we're here to talk about education, please briefly include in your bio how you've demonstrated a personal commitment to public education. Meaning, tell us if you would, if you attended public school yourself, if any of your children are in public school or were in public school, and whether you served in a meaningful capacity in your school district over the course of your children's education. Thanks.
Okay, so for all of us, would you like us to remain seated or should we stand each time? It may be safer if we all just remain seated for each question.
Yeah, why don't you stay seated then? Thank you.
Great. Okay, I'm Red Brown. I live in Glendale, Texas. My wife Jane is back here in the beautiful red dress, a beautiful lady that takes really good care of our family. I have 3 daughters. All 3 of our daughters went to public school. Just a little bit about me. I went to public school in Woodville, Texas. My dad was a state trooper. Went to Texas A&M University, left there, went in the Army. In May, I will have served 36 years in the United States Army, either in an active duty or a reserve capacity. I currently serve as a 2-star general. I'm the Deputy Commanding General for U.S. Forces Command, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Education is one of the 3 major topics that I talk about each and every time we get together as a group and talk about the things that we're going to do in the legislature. I served 9 years on a school board in Glendale, Texas, 6 of those years as president. Prior to that, when we were in Houston, I volunteered at the Katy Independent School District and was in fact the Volunteer of the Year. I am adamant about public education being the future of this great state, and I will be an advocate for public education and teachers. Thank you very much. She rang a bell on me.
My name is Brian. Many of us have met before, and let me say thanks to Tyler Pratt, PTA Council, for putting this on. I know these events don't just happen. They take a lot of work, so thank you for working with us on the schedule and all these arrangements, and everybody for coming. I'm a graduate of Mineola Public Schools, Northeast Texas Public Schools, just up the road, and I'm thankful for my public education. After high school, I was able to go on to TJC, UT Tyler, and by God's grace to become the first member of our family to receive a bachelor's degree. From there, I went on to Baylor Law School. I know some of y'all don't like that law school part, but we're thankful for the opportunities I've been given. Public education opened doors for me, enabled me to enjoy the American dream in very real ways, and I'm thankful for it. In the legislature, on the Appropriations Committee, we worked for fairer funding for our public schools. We need to keep working on that. There's a lot of work to do. I'm thankful for public schools, and I want to continue to support them in the legislature. Thank y'all for being here.
My name is Mike Lee. I'm a retired Navy hovercraft pilot and flight instructor. I live in Queen City, Texas, where I own a funeral home, and I've started a couple of different nonprofits. I attended public education right up until the time that I dropped out and went in the Navy. And then I had to get my education the hard way. I ended up getting my degree while I was in the Navy. So I learned firsthand exactly how valuable education is. It's a lot easier to do it in school than when you get out and try to do it by yourself.
My name is David Simpson. My wife of 30 years is in the back here. I met her at Vanderbilt University, where I studied philosophy, and she graduated with a degree in early childhood and elementary education. My family settled here in East Texas in the 1800s in the little town of Avenger. Most of y'all, if you know of Avenger, you'll know it for either the Avenger Indians and their basketball or the 5D Steakhouse. I went to Dallas. I was publicly educated in Dallas when I grew up there. My wife and I have 7 children. We have educated them public schools and private schools and at home. And I'm delighted to be here, and liberty is greatly dependent upon education. Thank you.